over to you, Kalesh, who started off as a customer, uh, became a good friend, and I think he's one of our real fast well. He still endorses us when multilateral agencies reach out for feedback, and he tells them straight what's good about us and what's not good about us. And please, Kalesh, so it would be great if you can tell the us in TMI what your experiences have been and what you see in store for us and what you would like us to do for the likes of the World Bank and other multilateral agencies.
Thank you very much, Ravi and Murli. I hope I am audible.
Yes.
Okay. So, first of all, congratulations for the 30 years. I mean, that's a long time, and you are prospering very well. As Ravi has rightly mentioned, we didn't got connected through friends connections or cousins connections or anything. C&K was selected to a global competitive selection some 10 years back. I think we started it off in 2011 and concluded it in 2012. You have beaten some of the top e-learning solution providers at that time. And, I have been listening to the ladies who were talking before me, great industry leaders. And there is one thing unique. I mean, I have given a small idea of creating a e-learning program for public procurement in India. And Ravi, you have converted that whole thing into a knowledge exchange platform, which has reached 180 countries in the world, which has the largest number of members, something like 160,000 members, and serving so many languages, 7 or 8 languages we have created that program. So this was all your great visionary ideas, and I'm always thankful, and that's why I very truthfully and very honestly endorse any recommendation that comes for the C&K. So our journey has been fantastic. It was not that only C&K benefited or you got all this international exposure. Even for me, it was a great international exposure. I mean, traveling from India program to the whole South Asia program and then global program and pulling you along to Washington, to Egypt. I still have the picture where we were standing in front of the Giza pyramid. And then to Africa, Sri Lanka. So all those places we could do because you have given that vision of how to use it for an adult learning environment. And I think your passion for learning, your passion for training, and bringing that IT solutions. I mean, I'm completely indebted to you for creating that platform, which is not just a World Bank platform, which is endorsed by the European Union, by the OECD. Name anyone in the world, all of them uses our platform, Procurement INET, for training or learning their staff, training their staff in basics of procurement. Right. And we have started off with some very simple tools. And from there, we have from an e-learning platform, we have moved into knowledge exchange. We had news briefs. We had got into publications. The South Asia Innovations Award. So I could, when I update my resume, I spend a lot of time on writing these innovations that created by C&K. So I must be indebted to you for all those support. And as you rightly said, we started off as a contractor relationship, but very soon you converted into a partnership. And such a beautiful partnership for last 10 years, where everybody has reaped a lot of benefit. And I'm sure C&K also has become a name in the whole e-learning industry for the development sector. And Murli, I must thank you as well. I know that for the large TMI portfolio, this learning content might not be a major revenue model, but we always got time from your institution. We always got the best resources from your institution. And, I could create a lot of, develop a lot of buddies, Ishak, Srinivas, Naveen, and there are a lot of them whom I have engaged with and still keep in touch. Though I have moved out of that program because of my movement from Delhi office to another office, but I continue to engage with that and continue to share the good details and so many queries that we have received from so many parts of the world. So, what we have initiated, I think World Bank, being World Bank, had a leadership role in creating these learning opportunities, but many had followed that. So, what we have started off as a one-off learning event or a one-off learning program had got converted into training the whole World Bank staff and our borrower country staff on new procurement regulations and things like that. And the pace at which your learning experts or designers have picked up those development sector lingo has been fantastic. I think the only area where I had to break my head a lot of time was to ask your designers and creative team to show not just the smart looking suited booted young men and women, but show the real diversity as well. There is color in the world, so you have to show the color, you have to show age people, you have to show different kinds of people. So that was the only area where I had to continue to work with them. But otherwise, it was always a pleasure, and I cherish and I continue to think about you engaging with us and partnering with us. And as Ravi, you were alluding to, I think the areas where we need to now focus further is, how to keep a learner engaged over a defined period of time. Now, face-to-face training is completely gone.
Yeah.
Okay, now that is not possible anymore. So what we now need to do is to move into this individual-based engagement model, where we need a training facilitation, a guide, taking them through the learning, where face-to-face need to happen, that also need to happen virtually. So that's the model which we have been discussing. So it's about creating a platform, a tunnel platform, where people come in for a defined period of time, go through the learning experiences, not just the e-learning programs that we have, but also give them face-to-face interviews, whatever is required in the adult pedagogy. I think andragogy, that's what you have taught me, Ravi. Yeah. So I remember that from mere procurement lingo, I have also started talking about, level 3 e-learning programs and andragogy and things like that. So that's where we need to work together. And the other area where you will be able to partner with us and help us is organizing virtual forums. You have participated in a governance forum that we organized in the headquarters, Washington, where something like 700 people travel from everywhere in the world. Now we can't afford that. I mean, COVID-19 has changed all those situations. So we need to organize events, and I have recently attended one of the Global Procurement Summit, which was organized virtually, where you have an opportunity to walk into the reception, do the registration online, then go to the restroom, go to the main room, review the profile of people, the presentations. I think those kind of opportunities need to be created for our sector, considering the development sector and the public servants that we mainly cater to. I think that's where we can partner further as well. Let me once again congratulate TMI, and I must say 10 years of association, so it's a 10-year anniversary for our partnership as well. So thank you very much for that, and wish you all the best, and have a great celebration. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kalesh. And we will definitely take up some of these ideas that you're talking of and come back to you. Thank you very much for joining us today.